you probably heard, Mitt Romney just pulled out of the Republican presidential race, making it almost a certainty that John McCain will be that party's candidate in November. This has infuriated conservatives. In fact, just the other day, Ann Coulter said she'd rather vote for Satan than vote for John McCain. Well, we're fortunate enough to have Satan with us to talk about it. Satan, how are you?
Yes, Steve, I'm here. Fear me now!
Are you surprised now that John McCain, after all these years, is finally going to be the Republican candidate?
Well, frankly, people keep asking me who I'm going to endorse, and if I could have it my way, I would have George W. Bush work for a third term. Things are going pretty well, and I don't see anybody, not even McCain, being able to reverse that in the short term. Social Security's in the crapper, the budget deficit is soaring to record levels, the country is tied down in a war in Iraq that seems endless.
We always think of George Bush as a Christian man, but apparently you two have a relationship.
I really don't want to talk about any of that any more than I really want to talk about Ann Coulter.
Now, why don't you want to talk about Ann Coulter?
I think the sex was great in the beginning, then she got a little weird, and I've had to file a restraining order, and my attorneys have advised me simply say nothing. That's the best course. She thinks I'm sending her secret messages.
You had sex with Ann Coulter.
She's hot, and she was really into me, and it was just kind of a thing for me, and it was a great couple of weeks, and then I asked her to stop calling, and then she kept invoking my name, and this whole thing now about I'd rather vote for Satan is really on her part a kind of ham-fisted effort to draw me.
I've been ham-fisted, which is why I've never gone by another petting zoo. Was it that way for you?
It had something to do with pork and her whole thing about unperfected Christians.
Well, I want to thank you for being here, and I have to admit, I was a little frightened about having you on, you being evil and all. And by the way, World War II, very impressive. But you don't seem that evil, except for somehow I've been getting this sulfur smell ever since you've been on here. But I guess that's from being in hell, right?
Shrimp for lunch.
Oh, yeah. I'm that way with asparagus. Anyways, thanks a lot, Satan.